Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be going over the 4th grade lesson number 8. So let's start with number 1. So our first question is simplifying the fraction. So the first thing you want to ask yourself is what is a number that both the numerator and denominator can be divided by? Again, the numerator is the top number and the denominator is the bottom number. So when you ask yourself this, you probably think 4 can be divided by 4 and 28 can be divided by 4. Now when you do that, you get 1 over 7. And then you ask yourself, can you divide top and bottom by anything further? But you cannot, because 1 cannot be divided by the same thing as 7 can. So this is your final answer. Next, we have number 2. You ask yourself the same question. What can both top and bottom be divided by? So we can divide by 4. Again, top and bottom. So you draw your line. 28 divided by 4 is 7. And 32 divided by 4 is 8. You ask yourself again, can this be divided any further? And it cannot. So this is your final answer. Okay, now we have subtracting money. So this might look a little bit intimidating, but it's not, because it's just subtracting like normal numbers. So you're going to start on this side and do 7 minus 5, which is 2. 5 minus 3, which is 2. Then you bring your decimals straight down. So there's a decimal here, right here, so you're going to bring it straight down here. 4 minus 2 is 2, and you have to make sure to write the dollar sign. So your final answer is $2.22. Okay, next we're going to do multiplying fractions. So when you multiply fractions, you're going to multiply straight across. So you should be multiplying this way and this way. So when you do that, you do 8 times 5, which is 40. So again, draw your line. You write 40. And 11 times 6 is 66. Now, once you get your answer, just like we did for the questions on top, we want to simplify this into its simplest terms. So you ask yourself, what can both top and bottom be divided by? You might think 2, right? So we can divide this by 2 and by 2. And when you do that, you get 20 over 33. And then you can ask yourself, can this number be divided any further? Now, it might be a little tricky because these numbers are a little bigger, but let's see, we can try listing out the factors of 20, which are 1, 20, 2, 10, 4, 5, and bottom is 1, 33, 3, and 11. Then you look at if they have any same numbers or same factors other than 1, and they don't. So this is simplified to its simplest terms. Next, we're going to do number 5. Oops, sorry if you couldn't see that. Again, factors of 20 are 1 times 20, 2 times 10, and 4 times 5. And factors of 33 are 1 times 33 and 3 times 11. Again, we want to compare these two, or the factors of these two numbers, and see if any of the numbers are the same. So none of these numbers match up. So this is simplified to your lowest term. We're going to do number 5 now. Same question, or same type of question. We're going to multiply straight across. When you do that, draw your line. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 6 is 12. Then you ask yourself again, can this be divided further? So you can divide by 2 again. And when you do that, you get 5 over 6. Then you ask yourself again, can this be simplified even further, and it cannot because the factors are again 1 and 5, 1, 6, 2, 3. And they do not have any of the same terms other than 1, which you do not look at. So this is simplified to its lowest. Okay, so now we're going to do number 6. Oops. Okay, so we're going to be simplifying this fraction to its lowest term. So you ask yourself, what can this be divided by? You can divide both top and bottom by 5. And when you do that, you draw your line. 20 divided by 5 is 4, and 25 divided by 5 is 5. Again, you ask yourself, can this be simplified any further? And it cannot because they do not have the same factors. Okay, same type of problem. We have 9 over 12. So you ask yourself, what can both of these be divided by? They can both be divided by 3. So you draw your line. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Again, you ask yourself, can this be simplified any further? And it cannot. Again, to check, just in case you're not sure if it can be simplified any further, you can list out the factors of 3 and 4. So what you're going to do is you're going to do 1 times 3 is 3. And those are its only factors. Now the factors for 4 are 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. So you ignore the 1 and look at if any of the numbers are the same, and they're not. So again, this is simplified to its lowest term. Okay, good job, guys.